I call the November 9th, 2020 Mexico City Council meeting to order.
Miller,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Hay,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Okay, first order of business, approval of the October 26, 2020 regular session meeting.
I move we approve the October 26 minutes regular session.
Second.
Miller,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Hay,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Okay, going forth, the resolution, reading by title only and passage. Bill number 2020-67, a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute an amendment lease with the Mexico Area Family YMCA.
This is a corrected update.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. As council's aware, we're doing, significant improvements at the Fairgrounds Pool. And the legal mechanism that we're using in order to finance that and the funding for that is actually through a lease purchase. And therefore, as part of that documentation, that we have to document the tracts of land that the pool sets on itself, and then as well as the tract that the parking lot for purposes, and then access for purposes. And I think council is also aware of that we do have a lease with the YMCA. The YMCA does sit on city property, and there's a long-term lease. So we have to amend that lease because of the access point, because we also have to identify the road clearly as access to everyone purposes. So to cover the amendment to the Wise lease and the map of everything we're talking about, we'll turn to Chad Shoemaker.
Thank you, Bruce. Good evening, council.
Good evening.
The attached resolution authorizes the city manager to execute an amendment lease within the Mexico Area Family YMCA to recognize the described Park Road access to Fairgrounds Park in the Mexico Area Family YMCA is non-exclusive. The City of Mexico is currently making significant improvements to Fairgrounds Pool, necessitating long-term financing. The lender, First State Community Bank, requires the road access to the pool, which will be held as a security, partly, be accessible without restriction. The current lease between the city and YMCA does not denote the city's roadway within the lease area description as non-exclusive. The proposed amendment identifies a tract of land 3A within the current YMCA lease as non-exclusive. You can see that on your drawings right here. It's a little tiny triangle that covers a portion of the road. Sorry. Point out the one that you guys can see. Right here. The proposed amendment identifies that tract of land within the current YMCA lease tract as non-exclusive, therefore clearly providing access to Fairgrounds Pool. Staff recommends that the council approve the amendment to lease for the Mexico Area Family YMCA and proceed with the reading and title only and passage to the attached resolution. Questions?
So I'm sure they're going to hold all that for security, right? Not just track 3A.
Right, they're going to.
I mean, they're not going to make it a toll road if we don't pay. They get their money back, are they? I mean,
This will be held for...
We're going to hold track.
Held for security. And this will...
I would assume everything within the blue would be held for security, right? Even the YMCA's land?
No, just not the YMCA's land. It's the track 1, 2, and track 3 and 3A will be held as security.
3A was part of the YMCA, correct?
Correct.
So...
Just it was squared up.
So the way the lease read, nobody at the city or the YMCA thought that it specifically said that the YMCA had exclusive use of that property. The way the lawyers at the bank saw it was because the word solely it occurred in one of the sentences, and I believe the phrase was solely for recreational purposes. And the reason that was in there was because this was Land and Water Conservation Fund property when the lease to the YMCA was generated. And those of you who've been around a long time will remember that there had to be a property lease, there had to be a property trade from the National Park Service of equal property, and that's where that 20-some odd acres down at Northeast Park, just south of the wastewater treatment plant, and the 20-some odd acres over at Plunkett Park out Dorcas Trail. That's why those two pieces of land have LWCF designations on them, because it was a trade when this was created. That's why that term was in there. Nobody's ever read it that way previous to this, but it certainly doesn't behoove the city to argue with their lawyer. It's a lot easier just to get together with our partner agency, the YMCA, and I've already talked to their board. And they understand that, we're not changing the terms of the lease, we're just saying they can't close the roadway, which frankly, in Missouri, I don't think you would be able to anyway.
I move for reading bill number 2020-67.
Second.
Miller,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Hay,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Bill number 2020-67, a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute an amendment lease with the Mexico Area Family YMCA. I move that we approve bill number 2020-67.
Second.
Miller,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Hay,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Okay, ordinances, 2 readings by title only and passage. Bill number 2020-68, an ordinance calling for and establishing the filing dates for the municipal general election to be held in 2021 to fill 2 3-year terms on the Mexico, Missouri City Council. Mr. Slagle.
Yes, Your Honor. This ordinance sets forth the dates for the 2021 municipal general elections, and it also establishes the time period for candidate filing. This is all done in accordance with the Missouri elections calendar, and therefore the statement of candidacies will be received by the city clerk starting on Tuesday, December 15th, 2020, and will run through Tuesday, January 19, 2021. And then, of course, the municipal general election will then be held on Tuesday, April 6th, 2021. In order to proceed with the mechanics of accepting the statements of candidacy and establishing elections dates, council needs to proceed with 2 readings by title only and pass each of the attached ordinance, and the ordinance has been posted its required length of time.
I move for the reading of bill 2020-68.
Second.
Miller,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Hay,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Bill 2020-68, an ordinance calling for the establishment of filing dates for the municipal general election to be held in 2021 to fill 2 3-year terms on the Mexico, Missouri City Council. I move for the second reading of bill 2020-68.
Second.
Miller,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Hay,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Bill 2020-68, an ordinance calling for establishing filing dates for the municipal general election to be held in 2021 to fill 2 3-year terms on the Mexico, Missouri City Council. I move for passage of bill 2020-68.
Second.
Miller,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Hay,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Okay, other business, claims?
I move that we pay the bill.
Second.
Miller,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Hay,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Okay, now for council comments, Mr. Hay.
Oh, beautiful weather. See a lot of people outside, and they poured the asphalting at Garfield, so it looks good. And so I haven't taken a ball out there and rolled it to see if it's level yet, but I'm sure we'll get out there. So
Let me know.
Not level.
yeah,
Level would be bad.
yeah.
I'll just echo his comments. It's been wonderful weather for November. We won't see everybody until after Thanksgiving, so happy holidays to everybody for Thanksgiving. And
No, we'll see 'em.
it's good to...
We see him before Thanksgiving. The 23rd.
oh, well, I was thinking it was the next Monday.
That week.
Well,
If you're here.
Unless you're on vacation.
Yeah.
I could be quarantined. I don't know. You know, the way things go around here. And I saw Garfield Park's looking good, so...
Well, I'm kind of with Chris. You kind of you get so mixed up on time these days, but I'm glad to have the stress of the election over. And as I was driving over tonight, I did see Christmas decorations. So I thought, I think I'll just turn my attention to Christmas and kind of a way to sort of move on with things. So.
Mr. Miller.
I think they said it all. We're just living the dream. Right here in Mexico, Missouri. What else could we ask for?
Mr. Slagle.
I have nothing this time, Your Honor.
And I think I'm with everybody. This weather is just bipolar, though. And it's getting me. I was like, I can't go from these highs and lows, but it was beautiful. And so I'm enjoying it too. This time, public comments. If anyone in the public would like to say something, state your name and address for the record and keep comments to a maximum of 3 minutes. Seeing there is none, may I have a motion?
I move you adjourn.
Second.
Miller,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Page,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Briggs.
Yes.
I was saying.